Hey, you hip crazy mother Alberts. I'm going to do something a bit different today. I'm going to talk about Lake. And the reason I'm going to talk about Lake is I don't have a capture card from the Xbox One, so I had to record a load of footage, put it on here, just so I could talk over the top of it. And the reason I want to talk about Lake is because I believe it is the most awesome and the most terrible game in existence. And I'll tell you for why. I've got my coffee ready. Prepare for a natter. Now, put this down. And the reason I want to talk about it is because a lot of people I've noticed have been doing coverage of Lake, obviously because it's been referred to them, recommended by fellow players and things. And so everyone, a lot of people must like it. There's an awful lot of people that don't like it. And there's a lot of reasons for this. I started playing it during lockdown. And it was free on Game Pass at the time. And I've got a free month with xCloud. So I just started playing it. I just picked a random game. Boom, that one. Started playing it. And I was absolutely totally addicted to it. But anyway, before we go on, as you can see from the footage, it is primarily a postage service simulator, they called it. And it really is. This is the gameplay. Just drives the next. Post something, drives the next. And it's not a huge. It's not bowling over with action, but it's a little bit of fun. I say a little bit of fun. It's exactly the same thing. Every game that you play, the single player campaign, all the post has to go to exactly the same post boxes. They don't pick them out at random and say put a letter there. It's always exactly the same packages and letters go to the same post boxes, which is a bit dull in itself. And that's as fast as the van goes. There's no turbo boost. If you can't hit other cars, because if you hit them, they'll just kind of bounce. Your truck bounces off, and that's just the extent of the game, in as much as the postal delivery part's concerned. Now you're thinking this is probably made up for with a top-notch story, a good solid story, a good plot. No, it doesn't. The whole point of the plot is you're some big shot programmer in the big city, making loads of money. For some reason, you come back and checking messages. Sorry, and you've got to come to this little town to take over for your dad's job. Your dad's going on holiday. You say, "Well, I'll take over your job as a postal service, as a postal worker. What are your qualifications? I'm a programmer." Doesn't say very much about what they think about postal workers. Anyhow, and you get to know the locals, and there's a few. Honestly, I can't even say what the story is because you get to know the locals, and that's about it, really. And do you fall in love with the place and stay there? Do you go back to the big city? Do you run away somewhere else? It's all very samey. The characters are a little
finally done.
Yeah, the characters are all they hate you on the first day, but from the second day everyone loves you. So there's no kind of character development. Everyone's just kind of okay. From the second day on, third day on, yeah, everyone loves you, and there's no action whatsoever. At some point, you think, "Oh, is it going to be a bit of is a postal official comes along? Is it going to?" No. The story goes back to being done as ditch water, and so there's not really a story to back it up. It's a short story as well. Literally, I think you get 7 or 14 days, either way, of this, and that's it. Um, and the third thing that makes it terrible is, of course, all the bugs. It's got a lot better, but originally there were a lot of bugs, and they mostly involve the traffic. Cars like suddenly appearing in the middle of the road. I mean, actually solidified in the road. Cars floating everywhere. Every now and again, you stop somewhere to deliver a letter, and your van would stop, and all the cars behind you would back up as well. Then you'd take off, and everyone just stayed there. Everyone's just, I'm waiting for the postal truck to go. It's bloody well gone. I'm waiting for it to go. Nobody moved. So, and there was bugs with speech, that sort of thing. And so that's what's terrible about the game. It's a lot of people get bored with it because let's face it, the game is a little dull to play. It's nice enough to deliver posts like this, but that's all there is to it. There's no story. Well, there is a story, but it's a samey story. It doesn't actually go anywhere. Well, that's not true. It doesn't. It goes somewhere, but it's there's no kind of excitement anywhere at all. A couple of bits make you go, oh, and that's it. And yeah, it had a lot of bugs. So what made people come back to it? And I had to have a think about this because I thought to myself, why did I fall in love with it so much? And I got to say fall in love with it because I played it on Game Pass when it was on Game Pass. I then bought it on Steam when I found out that my laptop barely had enough of the specs it needed to play it. Got a very bad laptop. And what was the other thing? Oh yes, and I bought the expansion on Steam. Then I found out I got an Xbox One. Suddenly, out of the blue, I had an Xbox One. I thought, oh, I can play it without, taxing the computer. So I got it there as well. And each time I paid way beyond, well, not way beyond, but beyond the Tusk suggested budget of £3. I think I went on about 16 on one occasion. Well, not sure if anyone else can take it. But yeah, that's how much I liked it. And other people love it that much as well. If you go onto the Steam workshop community area, there are people making fan art, people making beanies, like Beanie Baby type things, cuddly toys about it. And so what makes it so fantastic? And for this, I've got to go back to when I first started playing it on Game Pass. Like I said, it was during COVID. I played it out of the blue and I started playing it, and it was so comfortable. It was purely the atmosphere. Because if you see the game now, you see it's like the perfect American stereotype: picket fences, lemonade, etc. And yeah, and I took taking just a simple job. I sort of thought to myself, how fantastic would it be to go to America and just have a postal job like this? No pressure, bills paid for you. Well, not bills paid for you, because that's not where you got the job. Yeah, picket fences, and it's an idyllic situation.
No answer.
In the 80s, you don't have your mobile phone. Another bonus. And I found myself wanting to play it more and more just to do that. I mean, cozy gaming's a big thing now. So I mean, just bounce off that pole there. No damage at all. Cozy gaming's a big thing, and people love it when you can play something which is, well, cozy. And let's face it, this game is as cozy as you can get. Taking There's different parts of town. It's a very small town, very enclosed. It's sunny like 75% of the time. And the way I think of it is, if anyone remembers a film called Pleasantville, with I think it had Tobey Maguire in it, didn't it? But the main character in that, Tobey Maguire plays, he loved a show called Pleasantville purely because it was a black and white show and he knew all the words off by heart and it had picket fences and everything. And the worst that anyone did was lose a bowling tournament, that sort of thing. And it's that same sort of thing. All the characters in this, you know them off by heart, you know what they say off by heart, but it doesn't matter because it's a game you can keep coming back to over and over again, just purely so you can post letters and have a peaceful job in a peaceful environment. That's all there is to it. And I think a lot of the community agree with me because one thing that they've recently put in, I say recently, it was probably over, it was in March this year, I think it was endless mode. All people want to do is have a game where they can just potter around with some beautiful scenery, which is more beautiful on the Series S and X. It's nice enough on the Xbox One, but I think I'd rather have it on the S and X, the Series X. And yeah, all people want to do is potter around and deliver some mail. So that's why I think it's got such a big following, and why so many people have done streams for it or created content for it, and they've got to the end and thought, well, I'm not doing that again. But people have recommended it because, like I said, you get that cozy gaming environment. So yes, game is repetitive. The story is there, but not overly exciting. That's the last of them. And it's fairly buggy, but it keeps that. It's the environment and the atmosphere of this idyllic little town called Providence Oaks that you can just put around. I mean, I'll do it now if I'm feeling a bit down. I'll just deliver mail. I mean, the endless mode. I mean, it's truly endless in as much as there's no score, no stats, no. It doesn't. It just says new day. It doesn't even say Saturday, Sunday, Monday, which would be better. But yeah, it's truly endless. So when I want to relax, just show on late for a bit and just deliver some. I mean, everything about the game is tuned towards being relaxed and groovy. I mean, if you listen to the soundtrack, I don't know how well it's coming through on my recording, but it's all kind of. It claims to be 80s country. No, it's more 90s, but you know. Oh, sorry, I'm expecting a call. Okay. Yeah, it's more of a 90s vibe, and it's so chill. And another thing that made me think of this is there is an appearance in it, if you can find it, from Mackenzie Crook, who is in the Detectorists, and in Wurzel Gummidge recently. And if you know his work, you know that he, especially the Detectorists, that wasn't laugh out loud comedy. That was, you could go the whole thing without cracking a laugh because the humour was that subtle and serene. But yeah, that's if he's involved with it, then yeah, it is proper chill. Yeah, so to sum it up, yes, I would suggest anyone try this game once. If you're into cozy gaming, if you like a bit of Stardew Valley or whatever, then it's definitely worth a punt. But yes, if you're playing a lot of Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed, probably not your bag. Where are you going, Mrs.? Why did I do this? I don't remember doing this. Am I looking for cats? What? Okay, I'm confused by my own response now. Anyhow, that's my thoughts. Give it a look, give it a try. If you're into cozy gaming, something a bit relaxed and groovy, then yes. If you've always dreamed of going to an extremely small part of America and becoming a post person, this is for you also. Yeah, I'm glad I've got that on my chest. I've been wanting to do this video for quite a while now.
That's heavier than I thought.
Oh, I never hear that in the right context. Yeah, because like I said, opinions very divided on this. But, I like it, and
No answer.
I suggest everyone at least give it a crack. Yeah, so thanks for watching. If you like what you see, then if you like what you see, then like, subscribe, and give me a quick ding dong. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.